Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Abdullah, back here from Freedom for All after a pretty long time. In this video, I would like to talk about techniques and their potential impacts in the journey of conscious manifestation. In addition, I would also try to explain the important factors of techniques. In various communities of law of attraction or law of assumption, technique has been something many people tend to see as a key factor. But do techniques really bring things into existence? The simple answer, which may not be a popular answer to many people, and that is no. Technique doesn't manifest. The only thing that manifests is your consciousness. I heard Neville once said, "It is impossible to force anything into being." Basically, when people get dependent on technique, they try to force things happen for them by thinking those techniques have the power. But the only power is awareness. There is no other power in conscious manifestation. If we talk about thinking from the end, we would notice that living in the end is not a technique. It is more of an internal lifestyle, living with the internal version or the inner man of self. Thinking from the end or living in the end involves what it would be like if the desire was fulfilled. I would like to honestly ask you, if your desires were fulfilled today, would you be applying any technique? The common answer is supposed to be no. You wouldn't apply them. So living in the end or thinking from the end means to live in the present as if the desire is fulfilled now at the very moment without any consideration of the past or the future. It involves no technique to get things done. Like I said earlier, techniques don't do it. Our awareness does. But what is the purpose of techniques? Why Neville or other authors talked about it? That may be a question to be in mind. So I would try my best to explain what is the role of techniques in the journey of conscious manifestation. To talk about it, I have tried to put 3 important factors here to consider before or while doing techniques. Number 1 is intention. When it comes to intention, it involves knowing exactly or at least partly what you want. Neville said so many times to know exactly what you want. That is like the first step in conscious manifestation. He said, know exactly what you want. It is important to have an aim in life. Without aim, we drift. If you do techniques to manifest something you don't know exactly that you want, it would take away your time, energy, and peace. The second thing to consider is the state you are operating from. If you are in a state where you're performing techniques to make things happen, then you ain't living in the end. So techniques, as I said, is not supposed to be there to make things happen for you. Then what's the purpose? The purpose of it is to enjoy the present moment with the desired goal. If you don't feel natural or fulfilled, or if you are not in the state of fulfillment or naturalness, then it is not important for you to use techniques. I don't use techniques if I don't feel like using them. The last thing to consider is to enjoy life. This may sound cliché in the explanation of techniques, but it is important. By enjoying life, I mean to look at self, seeing things to be grateful for, and paying attention to the infinite higher self. I think being attentive to the infinity is very important as it involves going to the ultimate source that manifests everything in life. This ultimate source is your awareness, your consciousness. If I would have to use techniques in only one thing, then this would be the thing where I would apply any technique. What I mean to say is that you can connect to your infinite true self using any technique. there is no barrier or limitation to connect to the infinite source. And to connect with it means to simply surrender to it without any expectation for future or resisting the past. I think the more we are connected to the infinite source, the easier it gets to set intention, occupy a natural or fulfilled state, and eventually perform the techniques to enjoy the present moment with the desired goal. I hope what I explained about techniques made sense to you. To me, techniques are good when the natural or the fulfilled state is occupied, followed by intention. However, I think techniques can be blindly used in only one case, and that is to connect to the infinite consciousness. I believe any technique is okay when it comes to connect to the very source we have come from. That is our true existence. That is our true nature. So if you believe in the existence of that true self, you can choose any way or any technique to connect with it. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about techniques. Bye for now. See you soon.